All right, you're live.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Mobile App Coaching. Man, I do so much on YouTube. Mobile App Coaching. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Glenn and Ryan need to hang on to their Stetsons. Markets are bucking. Well, we only wear them on Wednesdays. Excuse me, we only wear them on Wednesdays. So, all right, we'll wait for the alert to hit, but I'm glad that you guys can hear me coming across through loud and clear. And of course, this is all about mobile app coaching. For those of you who have the VectorVest software, you now know that, or you should have known, you have free access to the mobile app. And there's many of you that are in the room that only trade or utilize the mobile app. Today, though, I'm going to give you some reasons to think about at least taking the desktop version of the software along with the mobile app. For those of you who have the mobile app just only, there's a lot of great features here that you can do. There's a lot of things that you can do. But with the addition of just the basic desktop version, there's a lot more you can do in the mobile app, so we'll talk about that. Netflix, who you got, Glenn? Paul or Tyson? Man, have you seen Tyson? Have you seen Tyson? Does anybody in this room want to get hit? The alert just hit. Does anybody in this room want to get hit by a 57, 56-year-old Mike Tyson? I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to call Jake Paul a slouch in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But all it takes is a couple of mid shots. Jake Paul's hands will fall. All right. So, he may be taller, and a couple of rib shots, Jake Paul's hands will fall. And that opens up Tyson to hit that chin. So all I got to say in regards to that. So, but that's going to be that's big. I think that is big for Netflix. Netflix is a good play. We're going to look at it today. I think Netflix is going to be a good play because Ryan has talked about it on more than one occasion that Netflix is getting into the live streaming space, and that's where the money is. That's where the money is. I just recently did a story on Netflix getting football games. All right, so man, Netflix is not a bad looking play right now. It really is, and they got a lot of subscribers. Man, we'll see. Akshaya says, Morgan Stanley says 3 rate cuts, very high possibility. I'm not going to even ask the room that, Akshaya. You know where I stand on it. If we get any rate cuts, I think 1. Guess what? I'm not an economist. I am not an economist, but we'll see. Ramon says FFIE. Do you know FFIE is up almost 7,000% in a week? That's the new meme stock right now. FFIE is up, and it is on fire. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We'll look at that today too. So there's 2 stocks that I definitely want to look at. That's Netflix, and I want to look at FFIE. Glenn says, Morgan Stanley, what are they smoking? I don't see one. I mean, Akshaya put stuff out because Akshaya, he stays in tune with the market. I know he does. I just don't see it. I don't see 3 rate cuts. And I think that the market is still moving higher. I think that the market's still moving higher on the euphoria that we are going to get these cuts. And I think we get a cut. And, and I've said this on more than one occasion as well. All right. Once we get rate cuts, once we start getting rate cuts, it's a stimulus to the economy. Does the economy need stimulus? And I don't care who you are, if you're Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, all right? So all I'm saying, and Akshaya, it doesn't matter. I think that if anybody who knows the market, and I will ask you this question, anybody who knows the market knows that rate cuts are stimulus to the economy. Yes or no? All right? Type that in, yes or no. That's the only question I'm going to ask in regards to the rate cuts. You do know that when you start getting rate cuts, it's a stimulus to the economy. Yes or no? All right. And with that being said, Akshaya, with that being said, do we need stimulus? And along with the stimulus will come a rise in inflation. So again, just looking at it from a simplistic nature, we can't, it does. So I don't care who, I don't want the link, Akshay. I don't want the link. What I'm talking about is just plain stuff that everybody who invests in the market, anybody who knows anything about the economy should know. So Akshaya, I take that with a grain of salt, and I don't care. I don't care who it is. So that's all I got to say about that. And Akshaya, you know it to be true as well. Don't we have enough inflation? Absolutely, Michael. We absolutely do. And we're not. Is it getting better? Yes. Is it getting significantly better? No. And if the Fed cuts interest rates too soon, we're gonna get smoked. Not necessarily. The seniors will save and go with stocks. Deborah Ann, who's carrying the market right now? Deborah Ann, who's carrying the market right now? It's the boomers, because they don't have car payments. They don't have home payments. They have more liquid assets. They're retired. They got the money. All right. So, and it doesn't matter if they've been right or wrong. All right. It doesn't matter if they've been right or wrong. Lifestyle says you don't agree. Or don't agree on what, my friend? Don't agree on what? No, it's not the millennials. Lifestyle. The millennials are the ones getting hurt. It ain't the millennials. It is the boomers, man. Unless you can show me, you think Deborah Ann says it's the youth. Lifestyle says it's millennials. I think it's the boomers. I super seriously think it's the boomers. They have more crypto. Yeah, and let's see how that works out, just like with the meme stocks. Let's see how the crypto pans out. All right? Let's just go see what that is. Very strong conviction that we'll get three. Again, I'm not going to address that anymore. I've made my point. I think a lot of people in VV Nation made their point. I'd rather concentrate on what we need to do now. I'm not saying we get three. I can't see the 3 rate cuts. And if we do get them, we're going to get screwed. We're going to get screwed by inflation, big time. All right. I don't know what the saving rate is for millennials. I can't answer that question. All right. So let's talk about what's going on. The morning, nothing in real time on the graph. I'm looking at the graph. I'm looking at the homepage of the mobile app. Remember, I don't use the computer at all for these presentations. It's all about the mobile app. Ramon says boomers for sure. Millennials are screwed. Look at the house. Listen, again, all I can do is give my opinion. And not only when I give my opinion, I try to back it up with real stuff. All right, with real stuff. So when I talk about the boomers are carrying the market, I don't say it haphazardly. I really don't. I don't sound like I don't do it haphazardly. I just look at the numbers. If the Fed's looking at the numbers, I'm looking at the numbers. What's up, Mark? All right, homepage. All the major indices are up. David says, I saw an article this morning about 3 rate cuts, but it was in the next 9 months. I see a cut. And only because it's election year. The Dow is up a little bit. The NASDAQ is up a little bit. All of the major indices are up, to include the VVC, but without a lot of vim and vigor. All right, without a whole lot of vim and vigor. How to get the MTI graph on the mobile? You don't get the MTI graph. So what you need to look for, let's say you want to look at, the VVC. You can. You see the VVC right there in the top right? If I click on it, it'll bring up the graph of the VVC. Is that what you're asking, Mukesh? All right, if that's what you're asking, there it is. There's the market timing graph, or the VVC in this case. But you'll notice that I cannot add on. Let's go to, that's not what I want. Let's go to the graph settings. And you'll notice that I'm not able to add on the buy to sell ratio and things like that. All right. I can look at the confirmed calls. I can go down. I can look at the buy to sell ratio here, but not on the graph, unfortunately. And I may be saying something wrong, but I don't think that I am. But I can look at the market timing graph right here and see what's going on. This is over the last 6 months. The market has definitely risen. Bottom left, top right. Market went down starting from here, found a level of support right here, bounced up. And this is where we're currently sitting today with a little bit of move. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at the bar today. All right, look at the bar today. A lot of indecision. Prakash says, Glenn, urgent wake-up call. 60% of Gen Z millennials have less than $5,000 in retirement savings. So my question was, who's carrying the market is in line with that. It's the boomers. It's the boomers that are carrying the workload. Younger workers are notably behind on age groups, with only 17% having saved between $5,000 and $50,000. Again, the stuff that you're putting into the room, the stuff that you're putting into the chat aligns with the boomers are carrying the market. All right. Again, I try very hard not to just yip yap. I try to give you usable information to give a good senses about what's going on in the market. All right, Glenn, crypto may change your mind someday. Then again, probably not. We'll see. Have I taken advantage of crypto? I have. I ain't made a lot of money on it. Oh, and Gen X, that's me. Lifestyle says not only boomers, don't forget Gen X. That's me. And I look at my age group. I think a lot of us have more than that $5,000 to $50,000 saved for retirement. All right, so I just look at it from that perspective. I'm with, after the boomers, Gen X is carrying the market, is carrying the economy. But when you get to the zillennials and millennials, man, they are getting screwed. They can't buy a home. They can't buy a new car. It's finding hard to rent. That's who's carrying this current economy. And I got to keep in mind, my generation, I'm Gen X. I do have to do that. Do you follow European inflation numbers? Nope, I don't. I don't. I think that every economy is different. And, I've heard a lot of people say, well, if other countries are cutting rates, why aren't we not doing it? Because our economy is different than their economy. So do I follow what the European numbers are other places? No. Their numbers, their economy, their GDP, all that stuff, is different than ours. We cannot put ourselves on a global template and say, well, because they're cutting, we need to be cutting. Can't think that. I don't understand that thinking. So no, I don't follow the European inflation numbers. Do they come up and I see? Fine. But what does that got to do with me? Got nothing to do with me here in the United States, right? All right. So that was to answer the question about looking at the VVC or looking at the market timing graph on a graph from the mobile app. From a market timing perspective, all of our major market timing calls are up. Confirmed calls, the DEW, the green light buyers, neutral is just fine. Primary wave, all of our major market timing calls are up, which means that is this a good time to be buying in the market? Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down and go to the newsletter. And what does the newsletter say? Hawkish comments from several Fed officials weighed on the market. Hawkish. I know the Fed is the guy that makes the decision, but it's the other people that are in his circle that have a say. And I think that, you see the articles that come up that talk about we're going to be higher for longer. Higher for longer ain't just a fly-by-night statement, folks. It's real. And when you say higher for longer, this gives the Fed the opportunity to kick the can down the road when it comes down to interest rates. All right, so with 3 yellow lights, prudent investors may buy stocks long only if the market is rising. All right, which it did. It started and it fell and it rose back and forth. Today was a roller coaster ride in the market, big time. And aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops. All right, a lot of things that I want to get into today as a mobile subscriber, because a lot of people know that, on our live streams, on our Jockey Club, we've been looking a lot at things like the star search, graph layout. can't put that into the mobile. You're going to need the desktop to do that. Now, as I talk about the things that you can do in the desktop, I am not trying to upsell anybody in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I do want you to be aware of some of the things. Good, googly, Gene, thank you so much for that. Everybody type a one in the room for Gene. Gene just gave us a super chat. Gene, thank you so much for that. Folks, it's not a necessity to do it. It's not a necessity to do it, but if you do it, we definitely appreciate it. Type a one in the room for Gene. Thank you so much for that. That just means that you appreciate us being here today, and you said that you like the stream. I love that. Thank you so much for that. Interesting when you talk about cannabis stocks, Tabula. The president signed something today. The president signed something today to officially declassify cannabis stocks, right? You know what I didn't see happen? I didn't see the cannabis stocks move, which is very interesting. But a week or two ago, an article came out, a headline came out about this was going to be done, and cannabis stocks took off like nobody's business. But now when there's something that says this is officially getting done, they ain't rocking, which was very interesting to me. Sell the news, no, what is it? Buy the news, sell the rumor? Something like that. Very interesting, and I expected those stocks to take off today, but they did not, which was very interesting. But I think we're going to still try to look at cannabis stocks today as well. But Gene, again, thank you so much for the super chat. Did we already have a healthy pullback when talking about a while ago? Nat, by the way, Nat, I hadn't seen you for a minute. Let's go take a look. Let's go put this on a 1 year graph. This is where the pullback would have been, right here. And that, I think that was healthy enough right here. I think that was healthy enough. And from that point, we're now taking out, getting close to taking out the previous highs. But I think that was healthy enough right there. Nat, does that make sense? I don't know what the percentage was in the move on the VectorVest composite. Somebody want to give me some kind of consensus of how big that pullback was, percentage wise. You know me, I'm not a good person when it comes down to math. Thank you, Pennywise. I'm not a good math guy person. But that pullback that we're looking at right now, can anybody give me some semblance of a percentage from the high to that low? Glenn, where is the wild ride today? Well, the wild ride is looking at the composite. If you were in part of the jockey club today, we saw the market go up, fall, hit a lower high, fall to a beautiful level of support, break up through it, come up to almost the level for the day. So you're right. It is only an 11-cent move, but the move of the day by way of the VectorVest composite was a wild ride. So that was my wild ride, especially if you're trying to day trade. I maybe should have put it a different way. The wild ride was more of a day trade perspective than not. Bill says, what is a super chat? A super chat is when, well, one, it gets you recognized, especially if you want a stock that you want me to look at, no matter how many likes we get. You give a super chat, and I will definitely put it's a payment to us as an appreciation. It's like a tip. A super chat is a tip. All right, a super chat is a tip. And if you really, 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 really want to get your stock put in, it's not a bribe. See, that ain't cool to say you call it a bribe. That's messed up. It ain't a bribe. But it is a tip. So when you go and you eat and your server is really good to you and you like the service, are you bribing them? Lifestyle says it's an incentive. I like that. It ain't a bribe. Dang it. Call it a bribe. Bill, we are super duper chat group, says Jazz. There we go. Okay. And where's Jazz? I saw something about Disney. I thought Jazz had something to say with that. I was like, whatever. All right. So that was my wild ride in regard to from the perspective of a day trade. All right. Let's get into some stuff. So the market's moving up today, not by a lot, but it is moving up. All of our major market timing calls are up. What do you do as an investor? Well, one of the biggest things that I need you guys to do, whether you're new, whether you're, old like Akshaya, I just called you old Akshaya, or Marty, I just called you old too, Marty. All right, so one of the biggest benefits of using the mobile app is to be able to look at your watch lists. How many of you, it was about 6%? Bill, thank you. I would have liked a healthier pullback than that, but I can deal with that. Healthier pullback to me would have been about 10%. A healthier pullback would have been about 10%, but I can go with 6%. All right. Watch lists are one of the most powerful tools you can have, whether it's in the desktop or the mobile application. Glenn, I'm thinking the earlier confusion is the VectorVest graph on the mobile, actually the market timing graph on the desktop version. Two different things. So I can look at the VVC on the mobile app, but when looking at the market timing graph where I can look at the MTI, the buy to sell ratio, and RT, I can't see those on the graph, but I can see them here. So I can see where the MTI is hitting, and I can look at this screen right here and see if it's rising or falling. Does that make sense, Ben? I can see that over the last 6 days, the MTI is getting higher. I can see that the buy to sell ratio is getting higher. I can see that RT is getting higher. So I may not be able to see it on the graph, but in this shot right here, I can see where it is and if it's rising or falling. I'm serious, Glenn. I will give your channel if the market gives me, you give my channel if it gives me up to $50 a day. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Pullback was 30, or was it, Lee? Pullback on the mark, on the VVC? Are you saying was it 30%? That's definitely a healthy pullback. That's definitely a healthy pullback. Rob is here earlier in the morning. He wants us to get rock and rolling. All right. So I can look at the VVC on the graph, but I can look at these indicators. I can look at these indicators, where they are and what they've looked like over the last 6 days. So I want to concentrate on watch lists today. I want to concentrate on watch lists. I've got a ton of them. You will not have nearly as many as I have. The beautiful thing about watch lists is I can make them as constrictive or as open as I want them to be. So I'm looking at the idea of, if I've got a watch list, something that you'll see in the mobile app that you will not see in the desktop is, as I look at the watch list, what is the average RT? Is that watch list in an uptrend or not? When I'm on the desktop, though, I can look at a watch list, but it doesn't give me that overall, unless you go all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, you can do it, but you got to look at the bottom and see what the average RT. Look at that. Thank you, Bill. Everybody type a 1 in the room. Man, today is a good day. Today is a good day. Thank you. All this is a great thing. And it lets me know that what we do, the work that we put in, it's appreciated. All right. So, Bill, thank you so much for that super chat as well. Get the 1s in the room for Bill. That is hot. Love, 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 love. All right. Love that you can check RT trend per stock as well. Absolutely. So, you know what's interesting? When I look at this list, let's go see what catches my attention. Oh, bank stocks. Wow. So CCJ, I'm writing it down. That's your request. We're going to get CCJ up there. Whoever gives a super chat, make sure you give me a stock, because that stock will definitely, that will definitely be one of the stocks in the room that we put up there. All right. So if you really, really, really want your stock put up, if you give a super chat, I don't care if it's 99 cents. If you give a super chat, I will make sure that your stock gets up there. Akshaya says, Glenn, you deserve to be happy. Love it. I will buy you a beer. No, it wasn't 30. You said it wasn't 30%. Bill says it was 6%. Bill said it wasn't 30%. It wasn't 30%. Jean gave me her stock. I don't know if you're a her or your picture looks like a her. So that's that. All right. CETY. Those two stocks will definitely be looked at. All right. Let's go look at big banks. Akshay is here. Akshay likes the banks. I think he does. And I'm looking at them. I see what the RT is on them. And now I can see what stocks are moving up. The biggest mover today is JP Morgan, up about a percentage point today. I can click on it. And now I'm making, wow, that's a nice looking graph. Look at that. Bottom left, top right, over the last year. Let's tap on it. Now I'm going to look at a 3-month graph. That's a good looking stock. All right, $204. Just recently broke through this level of resistance. I like that stock. You know what I'm going to do? Let's go add to portfolio. Let's go find your portfolio. What is it? Mobile app picks. Add to the portfolio. I'm going to spend $1,000. I'm doing that already. I'm adding. I like that graph. I cannot lie. I just added it to the port. Wow. What? Holy smokes. Did you see that? Holy smokes. I need a big one. Holy smokes. Thank you for that. That is huge, Jazz. Thank you. Put the ones in the room, folks. Put the ones in the room. Today is rocking, folks. No, it's not Monopoly money. It's ready. This is real. Glenn, quit VV and just do this. No, that's not my deal. Thank you so much for that, Jazz. That is huge. Oh man. Today's a good day. All right. So let's go look at JP Morgan. I like the stock. I put it into the portfolio for you guys. That just is it in and of itself. Holy smokes. Jazz just paid for all of his Disney shenanigans. Oh, so guess what? I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna tell Joey, you can supersize your meal today. Way to go, folks. Thank you so much for that. So that was just looking, and this is the power of the watch list, folks. This is the power of the watch list. I can go through all of the stocks that are in my Builders 1.15. Let's go see if that's worth it, though. What stock is moving up the most? WLDM. Let's look at that. Over the last year, I'm not feeling that one because most recently it's pulling back. So I'm not feeling that one. Yes, it's up today, but I'm not feeling that. This is the power of a watch list, folks. What else is going on? Ooh, ORN is up 1.39%. All right, over the last year. You know, I need this stock to break above the level of that resistance right there before I pull the trigger. I like the move. I do like the move, but I'm not feeling that. What else is moving up today? OC up 1% today. I'm not feeling that one right now either. I like today's candle, but I don't like it not being able to take out the prior day's big down candle. Deborah Ann, I got your two stocks. I told y'all not, y'all some slick folk. Y'all be just putting up stocks in here like Glenn's just going to put them up there. No, I'm not going to just put them up there. Sigh. I'm not asking for stocks. All right, don't put more stocks up there right now. Please. I did the math. The latest pullback in VVC was almost 7%. Again, that was, I think, healthy enough of a pullback. For me, I would have liked more of a 10% as a healthier pullback, but I'll take the 7%. So that was to answer the question about, was the latest pullback healthy enough? Actually, in my opinion, 7% was close enough. We needed something. Besides 1 or 2%. All right, we needed more than just that. All right, let's go look at some more stocks and more portfolios. Sorry, watch lists. ChatGPT stocks. Did you see? The only meme stock that I was interested in. The only meme stock that I was really interested in. Does anybody remember what it was? The only real meme stock that I was interested in, does anybody remember what that was? Type it in the room. There was only one. I looked at a few, but only one that caught my attention. Does anybody remember, or did anybody see it? I'll give you a couple of seconds. There it is, right there. It was Reddit. Reddit was the one that I liked the most out of AMC, GME, and guess what? Looks like that paid off. Even though AMC and GME are getting their butts kicked, Reddit's holding in. And the big story was with Reddit that they're getting on board, putting chat GPT data in Reddit. I think that there you go, right there, Ramor, an AI agreement with OpenAI. With OpenAI. You know something? I saw that Palantir is being looked at as a meme stock. I'm writing that down. PLTR. I'm writing that down for me, not for y'all. Dang it, my pen ran out of ink. PLTR. I'm writing that down for me. PLTR was looked at as a meme stock. I don't see it. Reddit went from 38 to 58 in less than 2 weeks. But when I did the analysis looking at meme stocks, Reddit was the one that caught my attention. And I wanted you guys to keep your eyes on, and I'm glad you did. So the reason why I'm looking at the ChatGPT stocks is hot space, right? Hot space. Notice that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these stocks that are in here have VSTs above. Well, 5 of them are in the green as far as buy recommendations, VST, and the other 2 are in the yellow with VST. This is the power of a watch list, having these kinds of stocks and being able to pay attention to them. What else? I want to find something in this room. Commodities. I'm big on copper. Somebody said CCJ. I'm still going to bring it up. I'm still going to keep it on the list. But there it is. CCJ, 6.27%. But guess what? I've got this in a watch list for commodities. I always want to look at commodities. And man, just look at that. CCJ, uranium moving. Let me see. Do I want this? Ooh, look at that move. Look at that. Right at resistance. I'd wait to see if it can break above. Look at the wick today. Look at the wick today. Broke above resistance. And you know what else I like? I do like that the MACD is about to turn positive. I'm keeping CCJ on my list. I don't think I want to pull the trigger on it today. I don't think I want to pull the trigger on it. Boyle. Holy smokes. One of the most volatile stocks. But look at that. Look at that. Let me zoom in on that. Look at that move. The 3D 8 and 20 in my graphs on the mobile app, I look at the 3D 8 and the 20. I don't like the indecision, but I do like the rise. I don't like the indecision, but I do like the rise. And I like the MACD behind it. Whew. This is the power of the mobile app looking at watch list. Silver, I like it. Look at that. Bottom left, top right. MACD went positive 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago and just getting stronger. You know something? I'm going to put this in your portfolio too. It broke above. I'm going to put this in your portfolio too. Add the portfolio. Put this into mobile app picks. Grand. Add the portfolio. I need to look at it now. How about and I'm doing this on the fly. Copper. Copper looks good. Folks, I'm doing this. That's the power of the program in your pocket. Watch lists are so important. How many of you have made watch lists that you pay attention to in the mobile app? Not that that you just made watch lists, but that you pay attention in the mobile app. Type of 1 in the room. How many of you have made watch lists that you pay attention to in the mobile app? Type of 1 in the room. Folks, when I say it's one of the most powerful pieces of utilizing the mobile app, I ain't just whistling Dixie. Hi, Kiwi. I ain't just whistling Dixie. Cop it. Look at that. Looks good. New 3-month high. Love the MACD. I'm going to add that to your portfolio. Add the portfolio. Let's go find mobile app picks. Spend $1,000. I might not even have to look at any of your picks today, but I'm going to have to. And that's right. That's another thing. I can set an alert to let me know, Sarah, when I want to buy this. Watch this. Let me put this on a 1-year graph. See the little bell icon in the top right-hand corner? Let's say you're looking at it, you say, I'm not ready to buy it yet because it didn't quite break above that level of resistance. I can hit the alert, create an alert. Now let's go just a little bit. What is it at? 51. Let's go 51.22. 51.22, which is about 0.25% higher than where it is right now. Look to the top left. You see the little blue. It says it's about 0.25% higher than where it is right now. All right, boom. Let's click on create. So Sarah's right. So I'm out on the road. I don't want to buy it yet because I'm just waiting. It will send me an alert and say Copex met it. Again, that's the power of having the mobile. You can get the alerts like this And when it hits, now I can go to my broker and buy it. All right. So it's not only just having the watch list. It's not only just having the watch list. It's also having the alerts associated with it. So you don't have to sit there and watch the stock and watch it and watch it and watch it. It'll send you an alert. Boom. So Sarah, you're right on point. Right on point. GDX, I don't want another gold stock. Wow, look, platinum. Good. Googly, muggly. Just look at that move. Hey, what's the matter with your afro? It won't grow into a natural. Oh, I'm going to buy that too. At $6.50, add to portfolio. Let's go to, what am I going into? Mobile app picks. Put $1,000 behind it. I like that. Platinum. Anybody playing platinum? Try to say that 10 times fast. Can anybody playing platinum? Look at that. Long order was rejected. Oh, did I do that wrong? I think I did that. What the heck did I just do? I don't know. Add to portfolio. That was weird. Mobile app picks. 1,000. Add to portfolio. Buy. Add to portfolio. Wow. Oh, do I not have the money? Oh, did I run out of money? Oh, let's go find out my portfolios. Did I run out of money? I might have. Mobile app picks. And where's my buying power? Overall gain, day gain. Total value over. Wait a minute. How come it doesn't tell me how much money I have? That's interesting. That's silly. Edit portfolio. Doesn't tell me. Did I run out of money? I might have. I don't know. This is interesting. I guess this is the first time I found this out. That it's not showing me how much money I have available to put on the picks. That's a bothersome thing. I need to have that looked at. Making that super chat money stretch, says Tabula. I don't know. Didn't know there was a mobile app, says Reggie. And you know something? I don't know what we need to do as a company to get more people who are subscribers, to get people who are subscribers to the software to know that there's a mobile app. It's interesting. I wonder how many people out there are in the same boat as Reggie that they didn't know that there is a mobile app. Aha. That's something I'm going to bring up in our meeting on Monday. Because I think it makes a difference if people know that, you know, if you're not a person who can be tied down to your computer all day long, that the mobile app is available. All right. One thing I do when I sell a stock that gets out of the fast lanes is set an alert for it to enter the price when it from the fast lanes. I can get alerted back if I want it. I like that idea. So a newbie wants to look at is gold still a good buy? Let's go find. Give me one good gold stock. NVDL is a stock play that we're playing in the Jockey Club. I'm playing it in real life as well. I'm looking for the first good gold stock out there. So I want to answer Reggie's question about gold. Anybody? AGI. Is that a good gold stock, Lifestyle? Sigh. AGI. I'll look at AGI. I do like the move on it. Give me an ETF. Give me a gold ETF. That's what I'd rather. The GDXJ. All right, hold on. Let's go look at AGI though. Like the move. Look at that. That's a beautiful looking equity curve. Bottom left, top right over the last 3 months. Love the MACD on it. Love the MACD on it. It's up 4% today. I'm going to take that. Add to the portfolio. Oh, I can't. I ain't got no money. That's silly. Give me an ETF though. What was it? GLDM. Let's go take a look. So Reggie, here's your answer. I don't like this one because it's, oh, never mind. I thought it was gappy. So Reggie, I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at the 3, the 8, and the 20-day moving averages on gold. I'd like to see it break above that level of resistance though first, which is at $46 and $48.21. That's what I'm really looking for. All All right, I do like the move, but I'm like, right now, that's headwinds. I would wait to see if it breaks above that. Let's go GDXJ. GDXJ. Let's do the same thing. 3-month graph. That one is already broken through. MACD looks good. I wouldn't mind taking that one either. It broke through resistance right here. I love that. It broke through resistance right here. New 3-month high. All three, I like it. I like it. This is a junior gold miner. So I do junior gold miners. It all depends, Reggie, on which one of these you put in. GLD. Let's go look at GLD. I don't think that that's a, oh, it is. It's an ETF. Reggie, they all look good. Look at that. They all look good. I would wait to see if it breaks above that level of resistance first, though. I do like that MACD just turned over. So Reggie, hopefully that answers your question. I like the gold play right now. I like the gold play right now. Let's go look at more watch lists. Oh, talking about watch lists. All right. I got a lot of watch lists. You guys will create your own watch list. I love that we can look to see which ones. Let's do this. Let's go sort this by average RT. So now, out of all of the watch lists that I have, I can see which ones are moving up the fastest. Now, remember, I got a lot of watch lists on here. Joey's picks last week. Joey's probably here too. Joey's picks last week. I don't know which week this was, but those are garbage, Joey. They're so garbage. I hope he's here too. I so hope he's here. Let me see. Gold stocks we looked at. Let's scroll through. Gold stocks we looked at. I got so many watch lists in here. Argentinian stocks. I remember when the story came out about Argentina and the new president and stuff. I made a watch list of those stocks. I made a watch list of those stocks. That watch list of stocks, though, is still up. Look at that, 1.46. And, look at that. Forgot my Southern manners. Pretty pleased with sugar. What do y'all talk about between Janice and Jazz? Shoot me some money in the portfolio for... Sigh. No, stop. Thank you again, Jazz. That was huge. That was a big tip today. Trying to see if I can find another watch list. I probably need to go through and take out a lot of these watch lists. Oh, I do. All right. But when you create your what? Did you just do that again? Did you just really do that again? For real? Wow. Holy smokes. Wow. Listen, I'm blushing. And it's hard for you to see that on my face. See, I'm blushing. You got to look in the middle of my hand. I'm blushing. Holy smokes. Thank you for that, Jazz. Wow. Put the ones in the room, folks. Put the ones in the room. Thank you so much. Glenn needs to give us some party tricks now. Holy smokes. Listen, evidently I must be doing something right. I must be doing something right. So holy smokes. Thank you so much for that, Jazz. Big day. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. Wow. I asked him in my Southern man. Is that what it was, Janice? Steaks on the menu tonight? Joey can get him. You can get you pot roast tonight, Joey. Because I got to go get me the ribeye. Joey can get pot roast. There you go. Jazz, killer today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You got another stock you want to look at? For that, you got another couple of stocks you want to look at? All right, I gotta make sure I take care of that. You got, Glenn, you must have made Jazz a lot of money. I must have. Listen, not me. It ain't me. It's the software. It ain't me. Don't ever anybody think it's me, because I'm just a guy. I am just a guy. I love it when people who are brand new to the channel see somebody else do that. Maybe we've done what we need to do as a company, as a YouTube channel, to make people money. So from that perspective, Jazz, you're at least turning on lights for people who are brand new to the channel, who don't know much about the channel. You're letting them know that it's making a difference for you. By the way, if you're brand new to the channel, first time here or whatever, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Maybe you too can get what Jazz has got. All right, maybe, and I'll ask a lot of people if, I've asked the question on more than one occasion. How many of you have definitely paid for your VectorVest subscription by utilizing VectorVest? I'll do that real quick. How many of you have already paid for your VectorVest subscriptions by utilizing VectorVest? Type the word me in the room. Type the word me in the room. How many of you have already paid for your VectorVest subscription by utilizing the VectorVest software? Type the word me in the room. This is for the brand new people in the room who've stopped by today and said, what is this little silly little channel all about? Folks, I want you to take a look at the chat. I want you to take a look at the chat, folks, because it ain't about me. I'm just the face on the channel. All right. And brand new people, I want you to take a look at the chat. All right. So, man, today is a good day. Holy smokes. So, watch lists, creating your own watch list. For those of you who are out there saying, well, you know, I like the stocks that are in Midas Touch, or I like the stocks that are in Star Search, or in all these other searches, you know something, you can create a watch list of the top 10 or 20 stocks and every day update it. And while you're out on the road utilizing the mobile app, all right, look at those watch lists that you've created. It's going to make a huge difference in your ability to make money in the market. All right. Another way, stock pick ideas. All right. So if you are still new and you haven't created your watch list already, how about on a day like today, you know, no matter how you invest in the market, hot stocks. If you're looking to add more retirement stocks to your portfolio, Glenn, are you on only? Yeah, that was another Ron Burgundy moment. Sigh. No, I'm not on OnlyFans. Good, googly muggly. Oh, wait a minute. Jazz, did you give me a second stock? I don't know if you did, and I'm going back. Did you give me, because you need to give me another stock that you want to look at. You need to give me another stock that you want to look at. All right. If you're on the mobile and you're just looking to find more retirement-minded stocks, we got them here. You want to always take a look at the top industries. That's a good way to find stocks. Ben says, truth be told, it isn't the subscription that makes you money. It is following the method. Well, you got to learn about the software to understand a method. And there you go. Ben says, if you don't make watch lists, you are just hearing about what you could have captured. Truer words could not have been spoken. Truer words, FFIE. FFIE is on my list already, Jazz. Give me another one. Truer words right there could not have been spoken better. If you don't make watch lists, you are just hearing about what you could have captured. Jazz, I need me another stock. So, hot industries, steel is rocking. All right, I can always pay attention there. And premium, if you have the premium, you got premium watch lists. There's different watch lists in here. Today's message. ANF, I got you. All right, today's message is the power of watch lists in the mobile. That's today's message. The power of watch lists in the mobile. You want to be able to carry over some of the stuff that you have in the desktop to your mobile. That's a great way. And I'm going to show you one other thing, the screener. I've made a lot of different screens on my own. But guess what? I can carry them from the desktop to the mobile. Watch this. Featured screen, explore screens. Right? You click on explore screens. I've got 152 screens that I've created of my own searches that are not in the mobile, but they are now because they're on the desktop. Click on that. Look at that. These are the stocks that I use for the YouTube channel. The searches that I use for the YouTube channel are here in the mobile app. Look at that. Look at that. So how about this? I got to search. HIJKLM. You know, I have a search for, I can't get the search to come up. Dang it. That makes me angry now. I thought I could get my multi-bagger search to roll over to here, but it doesn't look like I can. That makes me angry. I wonder why I can't. There's got to be a reason why. All right. Man, I just thought I was going to blow your socks off with that. I really did. I really, really did. But you also know that I like the 3 and the 8 exponential moving averages. How about I got a search that I can look at and find the stocks where the 3 is crossing above the 8. Like Gold Royalty. Look at that. I like the big move on it. And MACD is not there yet, but I would put this on alert. What else is moving? I'd put that on alert. Oh, WETH is up 17% today. That's news driven. Do you know that if I want to find out what the news is on this, click on the 3 dots, click on stock news. Why is that stock moving up today? Well, let's go to Yahoo's up 17%. 11 days ago, 2 months, no big news. No big news. Side, it makes me sad. All right, and once I click on done, it takes me back to the software. There's a lot of power in utilizing the mobile app. Glenn, look, all you're seeing is paying off. I know a lot of people out there don't like my singing. There's a lot of people out there that don't like my singing. Glenn, I use the 5 and 13 for the S&P 500 to determine its direction. I can build that. I can put a 5 and 13. I can put 2 moving averages on the S&P. 5 and 13 is pretty quick. I can't talk because I use the 3 and the 8. The 5 and the 13 is actually a little slower than the 3 and the 8, which may not be a bad idea. I know is it baggers? There's COPEX. There it is. There's the alert. How about that, Sarah? There's the alert. So remember, we were waiting for that to happen. We were waiting for that COPEX to, we already bought it though. We were waiting for that. If you were out and about, how about that mobile alert? That mobile alert is a lifesaver. I was waiting instead of having to look. That's the power of the program in your pocket right there, folks. Thank you, Carol. I know you do. That's the power of the program in your pocket right there. We got some good stuff going on today. All right. So watch lists is the main takeaway for today. And then the screener can take a lot of the searches that you have in the desktop over into the mobile. All right. Let's click on this. Let's go back to my watch list. Let's go to the plus sign. Let's go plus. So I've got stocks to take a look at. Hold on. CCJ, CETY, CETY. I don't have CETY. I need another stock. That was my first super chat. I don't track CETY. I got to get you another stock. You got to give me another stock. Got to give me another stock. Joby, Joby. Next one, FFIE. Next one, who was the one that gave me my first? Joey, who gave me my first super chat? I can't see that. I can see the 2 that are up there. Joey, who gave me my first super chat? Because that's the one that wanted CETY. I got it. Who was it? Who gave me? Was it Deborah Ann? No, Joey. I know you're here. Either Joey or Koo. Find out where the first super chat. It was you, Debbie?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
It was you, Deborah Ann? All right. If that's the case, give me another stock besides CETY. All right, FFIE. Did I click on that one already? I don't know. FFIE. I did. I clicked on it now. All right, TSM. If it was Deborah Ann, then I need another one. Palantir. ANF. All right. Now, let me go back up in the list. Let me see what stocks are going. PAYC, comma, NTAP, Novavax. I'm going down the list. Hey, Thomas. Me, if I follow the system and listen, which I have now, making money. Way to go with that. FCX. Can we just look at that? Isn't that the copper? We did. I thought we did. RSAC Center. Going down the list. ISRG. Is that Intuitive Surgery? RSRG. ISRG. There it is. AVAV. Search bagger. I got to find it. I'm going to see if I can find it. That would have been great if I could have had that over into the mobile app. Celsius. Hold on. Where is she? Deborah Ann, did you give me another stock? Janice and Tab are paying for Glen Gourmet coffee every week. Novavax is already in there, Sharif. I'm looking for Deborah Ann. I got that. Oh, Gene was the first super chat. It was Gene. All right, Gene, where you at? See, thank you. That's why I had one of my people in the back check. See? And look at that. URG. That's what I'm looking for. Why y'all trying to mess me up? Deborah Ann said it was me. It wasn't you, Deborah Ann. I appreciate you being here, but it was Gene. All right. MU. Today's going to be a good day. I don't care if who wants me to leave early or not. You guys have made this a good day today. So, and good thing Joey ain't here because I wouldn't be listening to him right now anyway. You guys deserve me a little longer today. You guys definitely deserve me a little longer today. So VIRC. Good day. Joey could sit in the background and could be whatever. I don't care. All right. I don't care. Humana. I'm trying to put everybody's stock in here today. EGO, is that in here already? Let's see it. EGO. All right, I think I got everybody in here. JPM, I think is already up in here via URG. I can be Genie if you want me to be, says hush up. I tell the wife she has to take me out the Longhorn every time I grow my retirement account 10,000. Now she tells me I can only have beef once a month. Thanks for that. Way to go. All right. Let's create this watch list. Let's put today's date. What is it? 5/17. Delete. 5/17/24. Customer picks. All right. There we go. What show was that? Gene the Dancing Machine. What there was a variety show that had that. All right. I think I got everybody's stocks. All right, VST. And we're looking at each and every one of them. I'm telling you that. All right. Okay, who's got what? I'm looking at each and every one of them. The Gong Show, that's what it was. Janice, you're old. It was gosh, that was a long time ago. Holy smokes, it was the Gong Show. Add stocks AND. Do you want AND or AMD? AND, I guess you want AMD, Haas. I think you want AMD. I don't know if that's in the list or not. I just added it. It should be AMD. I'm right with you. I just turned 57. Man, the Gong Show. ERJ, add stocks. ERJ. Again, you guys deserve it today. With as much money as you guys gave us today, I'm trying to put everybody's stocks up there. All right. I remember people fighting over who got the ring to go. Yeah, that was a long time ago. All right. Here we go. Here's the stocks. Let's go peep them out. 3-month graph. Celsius is sort of turning over a little bit. I'm watching the MACD. I do like the 3, 8, and 20. It's up about 0.5% today. It looks like it's turning over. If you own it, leave it alone. If you don't, I would wait. All right. If you own it, leave it. Excuse me. If you own it, leave it alone. If you don't, I would wait. Let's look at VIRC. Woo! I'd like to see it break above that level of resistance. I like today's candle. Very little wick at the top, which means it's trading at session highs today. I didn't know that the guy from the Gong Show was a CIA operative. He could have. All right, but my old self remembered before you. You did, Janice. You did. I would wait on VIRC, but if you're in it, leave it alone. I like the 3, the 8, and the 20. I like that even on the pullback, the 3 and the 8 held. I do like it. That's a bullish sign, but I'd like to see us break above that level of resistance. EGO, right at resistance. Bottom left, top right. I like that MACD just turned positive right at resistance. Session highs today, very little wick. I like the move. I would like to wait for it to break above the 3-month high, which is serving as a great level of resistance. AVAV drone company, I think that in the aerospace and defense, this is a good play. What's the other drone company? ESLT. Those are two companies that I do like. AMD is up in anticipation of NVIDIA. Watch the earnings. That's coming out next week, isn't it? Watch the earnings on that. AVAV, I'd like to see it take out that high right there, which is at 197.55. But I like the play. If you're in it, that's a good play. CCJ broke through resistance today. You know what I'd look for? Some confirmation tomorrow. I'd look for some confirmation on Monday. But I do like the big move, big open candle, very little wick at the top. MACD just went positive. I'd look for more confirmation. Nice 6.5%, 6.75% move up today. I like that play, but I'd really like more confirmation. But if you're a little bit more froggy and you want to jump, you can jump now. It did break through resistance and MACD just went positive. ERJ, another arrows, when you look at Boeing, the problems that they've had, I think Airbus is picking up a lot of that business that Boeing has lost. Embraer might be another stock to keep your eyes on. A little bit of consolidation, but now breaking out above this level of resistance right here. Break, and MACD is getting stronger. I do like that play. It's up 3% today. I do like that play. I'd set an alert for that, though. I'd set a, Sarah, you still here? I love that you brought that to the table today. I would set an alert. As a matter of fact, to do that, I'd have to be on a 1-year graph, right? Now I'm on a 1-year graph. You see the little bell in the top right-hand corner. I'd create an alert, and let's go see about percent. Let's go about, that's too much. I can use the plus and the minus. See the plus and the minus? Ooh, that's too much. See the plus and the minus right next to it? Well, I'll only go up a little bit. Let's go up. Where are you going? Why is it? Oh. I want to go up about 0.25%. Hit the plus. There you go. I'm going to put my alert right there. I'm going to put, there you go, Sarah. Again, I want to shout you out. That was great to bring. I sometimes forget that. This is about 0.2% higher than where we are right now. Hit the create. All right, hit the create. You delete it. Stop deleting it. Create, I said. Create. Delete. Oh, I had another one? Okay, good. All right. Let's go to the next stock. Abercrombie. Ooh, look at that. It's a retail stock that's moving. All I'm waiting for is to break above that level of resistance. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, I set another alert. How about we do that? So first I hit the back button, put me on a 1-year graph, create an alert. Oh, I like this. That's too much. Hit the down. I want to go about 0.25%. Hit the minus. Where's it going? Oh. All right, create. I like that. All right, next stock, MU, down day. I would never buy on a down day. Beautiful level of resistance right here. Beautiful level of resistance, and it stopped right there. I needed to break above that. I do like the MACD, but I needed to break above that. NTAP, I got a level of resistance right there, 3-month. I do like the bounce off support down here. The 3, the 8, and the 20 all look good. I'd really like to take out that level of the 3-month high, though. It's up about 0.5% today. Deborah Ann says, thanks for the best. Sarah says, thanks. One of the best features. There you go. Thanks for the reminder of the alert feature. Yep, that was Sarah today. That was definitely Sarah today. Caterpillar, I like, but I needed to break above that. Look at the pullback to the level of support. Nice bounce. Yeah, it's got to get through that level of resistance before I pull the trigger. If I own it, though, leave it alone. AMD, I like the move. broke through resistance. I don't like the closed candle today. What it means is that it's just testing this level of support. If you own it, that's your line in the sand. If it breaks below that level of support, I'd probably consider taking half off the table. The MACD shows me the stock is already on the run coming off of support down here. All right, so I don't like the closed candle today. I wouldn't buy it today, but it's got several headwinds. Level of resistance there, level of resistance. It's got a lot of move to make after being hit as much as it has. In order for me to play it, the 3 and the 8 have to remain intact, and right now they are. All right, but I wouldn't buy it on down candle. That is crazy. That is crazy. I read somewhere that Robinhood, this stock, is up like almost 7,000% in the last week. That's crazy. That's a lot of money that could have been made. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you to buy it, but I'm not going to tell you not to buy it. I'm going to tell you that it's parabolic, and most likely it's going to regress right back to the mean quickly. As you can see, the big wick on today's candle is a lot of give back. It's a meme stock. I believe it is a meme stock, and look at that. That is definitely, be careful with it. I wouldn't tell you to buy it. TSM, pulled back for the last couple of days. The 3 and the 8 are in place. If you own it, leave it alone. If you don't own it, I wouldn't buy it yet, not on a down day, and I'd love to see if we could take out that level of the 3-month high. MACD is already in play. I would wait to see if we could take that out. But if you're already in it, the 3, the 8, and the 20 are already still good to go. That I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking at this at all. Deborah says, I'm just listening to what you're saying. You called my name out, so I just put it down, but I did call. Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Yeah. Who gave me this? And what do you want to look at it for? You need to have been looking at it for a short. You need to be looking at it for a short. Interesting how it moved here, and the MACD was positive. That's kind of interesting. Moved here, and the MACD was positive. Jazz wants me to add PANW. Yeah, I'll add that. PANW. I'll make that my last stock. All right, Novavax. Ooh, this is news. I know that they were getting hurt. Oh, they won. They won a fight. They won a battle, a court battle. I thought I saw they did 5 hours ago. Novavax therapeutic money. No. Soars. Now, that's 2 days ago. Novavax soars on Sanofi deal. Didn't somebody just win a court case in the drug space? I just saw that before I came on. Somebody just won a court case for COVID drugs. I thought it was Novavax. I swear I thought it was Novavax. Anybody out there know? I swore it was. Anybody? All right. But this was from a Sanofi deal. The 3, the 8, and the 20, down day today, I wouldn't buy it. But MACD, I need us to break above that level of resistance if I'm not already in it. All right. Pacey. Ooh, it is coming off a level of support. MACD just went positive. You know something? If I played it, I would play it at least up to this level of resistance. Short term. No, it wasn't Johnson & Johnson. I would play it at least to that short-term level of, which is about 183.68. It's not a lot of move, though. That's the only thing I would play this for. I do like the move coming off the level of support. I do like the MACD. But I don't Novavax got a big cash investment. Is that what it was? I know it was news-driven. I thought it was they won a court case, but it may not have been them. Pacey, if you're in it, leave it alone. But nothing should say I'm in it yet. The 3 and the 8 haven't crossed, but I got a short-term move up to that level of resistance. I like copper. It needs to take out the most recent high. It's right there, serving as a level of resistance. Bottom left, top right. MACD is back and forth. I like it's up 3.27%. Let it take out that 3-month high. ISRG is in a channel. It's in a channel. It's straight up in a channel. That's it in a nutshell. It's got to break through that level of resistance up here. And it's been touched 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's a beautiful level of resistance. If it breaks up through there, it's got some upside capability to explode up. Humana. Beautiful looking equity curve coming off of this level of support. Love it. 3D8 to 20. Love it. Love it. Love it. It stopped right at this level of resistance right here. Come on. Stopped right there. If it breaks up above that, folks, that stock could be up and away, my beautiful balloon. Thank you for doing the videos. They really helped in the training videos. Thank you. Thank you for that, Deborah Ann. I'm going to be redoing those videos soon. I'm going to be redoing those to update those navigation videos soon. ISRG. Ooh, ERG just crossed. All right, so we were going to buy that, right? We were going to buy ISRG. Add to portfolio. Let's go. That's what we were looking for, right? Mobile app picks. I don't have any money in there. Joey spent all the money. Add to the portfolio. I think it's going to come. No? It must have just been the other stock. It wouldn't let me take. It took it that time. Let's go back to my watch list. Now I got to go find the watch list. Sigh. United Health is doing well also. Yeah, we just looked at that stock. Now I got to go find the date. 5/17. It's got to be an easier way to do this, Shushma. 5/17. Yeah, I was gonna do a video called today called Rest in Peace GME AMC. Gonna do that, but I didn't. Where am I? MU. Down today. I wouldn't take it today. Let's go 3-month graph. NTAP leveling out. Let's get above that level of resistance. You need a margin account, Glenn. I have a margin account. I just don't have one here. Caterpillar. Ooh, as much as I like Caterpillar in a channel, I needed to break above there. I like today coming off a level of support, but it's also sitting in a little bit of a channel. AMD down. Did I not look at that already? I did. TSM, JBL. What was my last stock? Anybody remember? Payc, FCX, ISRG, Humana. Oh, it must have been this because you were like, Gerald says, I told you about Humana. United Health is doing well. Health, you might be wanting to look at these. You have $4,800. Oh, I do? How did you see that? I don't know what happened to the other stock, though. How do I not know how to look for that? Who's the guy that does these? Oh, me. URG, I needed to break above that. And you know something? If URG breaks above that level of resistance, it's got some good upside. I like the play. Very little wick at the top. Very little at the top. What did Ben say? Jazz, 15% loan just hit your buying account. I don't know if that's... Jazz gave... yes, that's going to be my last stock. That's going to be my last stock. Palantir, as much as I like it, I needed to do something. Right now, I like to bounce off support. Right now, I'm not thinking about it. It needs to get out of its own way. And MACD is negative. Jobby, no. Coming off of that level of resistance and pulling down the 3D8, and it's below the 3D8 and the 20. I'm not feeling that. And the MACD just went negative. No. All right, that was the last one. Now I can go look for PAMW. Let's go peep that out. There you go, Jazz. Put this on the 3-month graph. Let me go back to the 1-year graph. You know what else I do like about PANW? Look at the 1-year graph on earnings. I like that. I like the space. I like the cybersecurity space. I do like the cybersecurity space. If I'm looking at this space, though, you know what stock I like better? CrowdStrike. I'm just putting that out there. CrowdStrike is a better play for me. CrowdStrike is a better play for me. So I'm looking at PANW. Little bit of indecision today. I needed to break above that level of resistance right there. All right, I really would like to see that happen. MACD has been good, even though it's been trending lower. The stock from this level of support has just been moving higher and higher and higher. I like that. It broke through resistance, followed through a little indecision today. If you're in it, leave it. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. If you're not in it, though, and you do buy it, understand that level of resistance right there is probably a short-term play. And if it breaks above that, that might be good. All right, but PANW up about 0.1% today. A little bit of indecision, but coming off this level of support, I do like the upward move. I like that MACD is positive. PANW earnings next week. I'm going to show you something. All right, what are my chances are the stock's going to beat earnings? Relative safety, 1.3. Relative value, 1.5. I like the chances that it's going to meet or exceed earnings expectations. The problem is forward guidance. All right, earnings. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Let's go back to PAMW. All right. I don't have any indicator about forward guidance, but I like the earnings, $5.80. I like the earnings growth, 36%. Sales growth, 19%. I think this company beats earnings. I think that this stock not only beats earnings, most likely it's going to beat revenues. They're probably got a lot of collaborations out there from the cybersecurity space. Along with AI, cybersecurity is a hot space. So I think that they've been selling enough products, getting enough customers to overcome revenue as well. The only issue is going to be forward guidance. Where's the forward guidance going to be? I got no indicator for that. But going into the play, I think that it beats earnings and it beats revenue. All right. Hey, folks, thank you guys so much. Jazz, you were a superstar today. You were the MVP. Thank you very much. Gene, thank you very much. I love that some of you want to do give us the opportunity to let us know just a little bit more that you appreciate what we do. The super chats are a way of doing it. That is definitely the way to go. It's not a necessity, but for those of you who do, thank you so much for it. Hit the like button if you haven't already. You know me, I always try to walk away with about 100 likes if we can. We got about 80. It is what it is. But from a super chat day, folks, you guys were amazing. So thank you so much, Jazz. You're welcome, and thank you for the show and some great fish. You know, I try to give you all the fish that I can every single live stream. Folks, have a great weekend. All right, have a great weekend. Ramor says, Pennywise, one of the few CEOs you can trust. I don't know who he's talking about. Oh, we got it great. Can you show the alert once more? Cool, are you okay with that if I do it one more time, if I show the alert?
I guess I'll go.
All right, do that real quick. We'll do it on a stock. Let's go to watch list. Let's hit let's do it on Apple. Apple, in order to do it though, you need to be on a 1-year graph, which I am on. I'm on a 1-year graph. You'll see in the top right-hand corner, the little bell icon. All right. If I'm on any other graph beside the 1 year, it won't show that up. I hit the bell icon, and that's where you can create an alert using this blue line. I set it where you want to put it, above or below if you're going to short it. And then you click on create alert. Oops. You click on create an alert, and it creates the alert. That's it in a nutshell. All right. So now I'm done. I got to go. Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for an amazing day. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Odabo, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.